Hey everybody, it's me, Andrew. Get out into nature and tune in for yourself. Resonate with the Earth's electromagnetic field via 432 hertz, the universal frequency. Balance out psychologically and emotionally, and further strengthen your brain and your heart's coherence as well. Get a plant-based diet going for yourselves today and nurture yourself right back into life. We are literally herbivores in our nature. Further balance out your physical body's pH level and get with alkalinity. Then you can generate some static electricity. Send me some love telepathically. Set attention to your mind and set intention to communicate. That is all there is to telepathy. You are now tuning in to great days. So, I'm definitely feeling the love right now. Okay, I just got out of a yoga session and it went all right. It went pretty well. So, um, I wanted to pretty much talk on quantum entanglement today and pretty much go over some of the mechanics. Okay, not super scientifically because I'm gonna like simplify it in my own intuitive way of quantum entanglement, and what it pretty much means, like in quantum mechanics and entanglement throughout our life, So it's gonna be a really good video. All right, so let's get right into it. Quantum entanglement. Quantum entanglement, it's in quantum mechanics, it's pretty much when two particles come to they come to entangle with each other, right? And since they entangle with each other, this is pretty much like an interaction between the two particles in a very in a specific way. It may be like a type of deep entanglement that goes on between two quantum particles, okay? And this is happening all throughout the quantum field all the time. Particles are always coming to entangle with each other. They're always like colliding with each other and doing these types of things, or just coming to interact with each other, And after particles come to do this with each other, no matter how extreme or no matter how subtle, it sends them into a entanglement, okay? And then after the particles are actually entangled, they have this ability afterwards that allows them to vibrate in unison with each other over any distance and over any time. I believe, I know over any distance, and I think even over any time, okay? So over any space, the quantumly entangled particles vibrate in unison. They pretty much mimic each other, I want to say, or mirror each other over any space, okay, no matter how far. And this is always happening to individuals. This is always happening to us because we're literally like these particles. We come to collide with each other. Two individuals can come to interact with each other. Okay, it's just like two particles coming to collide, or whatever they actually are doing on the quantum level. And in that experience of interacting with each other, the two individuals, they come to entangle with each other quantumly, okay? And this sends us into being able to realize or recognize that ability of being able to vibrate in unison with each other over any space and time, it sends us, the entanglement itself, it sends us into vibrating in unison with each other, but it's so that we aren't always conscious of it. Some people aren't conscious of vibrating in unison with each other, it's something that you can actually become more conscious of. You know, I'm not conscious of it entirely, because I know that I can become more conscious of the of entanglement itself, you know. But I know enough to explain very subtly and intuitively what it is on this level, and scientifically at a basic level as well, you know, just to where I know that particles come to entangle and then they're able to vibrate in unison, pretty much mirroring each other. um, but individuals are always doing this, and it happens in various it happens to extremities or in extremities, and it happens in subtlety. You know, it can be very extreme, it can be very subtle, but we're always entangling with each other. Um, so for myself, I've noticed that my deeper entanglements with people um, has come with mainly I want to say sex. You know, sex is a way to actually um, entangle with another person. You know, very, very deeply entangled, though, is what I'm trying to say, or very extremely entangled. You know, after each person that I have had a sexual interaction with is like they're always there. We're always vibrating in unison with each other, no matter how far we are, or no matter what time it is. You know, we're always vibrating in some type of unison with each other. You know, and it often leaves a type of emotional connectivity, and that's pretty much what that entanglement is. It's being able to pretty much feel your the person that you entangled with, you know, over any distance, and then have them vibrate on your level, or you both are just vibrating in unison, you know. And it even comes with things like being able to telepathically communicate with that person as well. It's not just like sharing or vibrating in emotional unison, but it's more so being able to telepathically or mentally communicate with each other as well over any space or time, you know. And and um, and and that's what entanglement is all about on this level, or quantum entanglement is all about, you know. But I also wanted to say that extreme entanglement usually comes with sex, right? Whoever you have sex with, you're gonna be entangled with them. I want to say all throughout your life. You know, you can do the work and pretty much dissolve away the entanglement. You know, and I want to say that's pretty much dissolving away karma, because karma is pretty much like entanglement in a way. But for the most part, if you aren't able to do that, it's going to be so that you're entangled with that person all throughout your life, you know, just because you had sex with them. And it's like the more people you have sexual interaction with, you're going to be entangled with more people, you know. And then it gets very, very chaotic within yourself. You know, you within yourself get very chaotic because you're entangled with so many people, and all of these particles or all of these individuals are all trying to vibrate in unison with each other, you know. And it can get very chaotic, and you can pretty much say that this is pretty much karma in a way, you know, um, your karmic path. But I also wanted to say that sex in itself is like it's sacred. It's a sacred unison. You know, you come into union with each other. It's a very, very sacred act, and you come to pretty much merge. You come to entangle in energy. You know, you literally become one energy with the person, and after you're done, you are literally you're entangled with the other person, you know. No matter how far, or no matter, you're entangled with the person over any distance, okay. um, and then there's subtler cases of entanglement. You know, you can cross somebody on the street, and y'all can literally just have like a short conversation or a short greeting, you know. And that can actually also be a very subtle type of entanglement, because he, you'll pretty much be sharing that unison, or you'll be vibrating in unison at a very subtle level with that other person, and then they can come up in your mind later throughout the day, or even later in the week, but it's not super extreme, like vibrating with somebody you once had sexual interaction with. It's more at a subtler level of entanglement, but you're vibrating in unison no matter what space there is. So there's subtler levels of entanglement, and then there's more extreme levels of entanglement. Obviously, I want to say personally the most extreme would be sex. People who you have had sex with is going to be entangled with you at some of the more extreme levels. Also, people who you have been able to pretty much dissolve away your ego with, is also that's also a very extreme entanglement. And specifically, I want to say psychedelic use, because I've taken psychedelics on multiple occasions, and the people that I've taken psychedelics with is always led to some sort of just some sort of disembodied states, right? If it gets to that, and as you're going into these ego dissolutions and these disembodied states, you're becoming just one energy field, and that can lead to physical entanglement. And then you, after the experiences, are very much vibrating in unison with the person that you were experiencing psychedelically with, so all the people who I have pretty much come to take psychedelics with, I'm deeply entangled with these people as well. So I want to say psychedelic experiences are very much an extreme entanglement as well, more in the extremities of entanglement, because everybody that I've taken psychedelics with, I have continuously kept a spiritual connection with, a a telepathic communication with as well, a strong emotional connection with as well, just like people who I have had sex with as well. But let me see, subtler cases, you can literally, once again, you can just cross somebody up on the street, greeting wise, and you can also be entangled with them. So everybody, every individual, we're always entangling with each other literally all the time. Okay, it's just like particles coming to collide, in the quantum field. They then vibrate in unison, but there's various different degrees of the intensity of collisions or interaction, and the intensity itself is what decides how deeply entangled the particles are going to be. Okay, but yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it. I'm gonna definitely go deeper on entanglement, and even quantum leaping and quantum shifting, because I want to really get into explaining the deeper mechanics of quantum shifting for everybody to understand it a little bit more simply, because quantum leaping and quantum shifting is how we are pretty much able to traverse the multiverse, and this is something that everybody needs to understand in order to pretty much navigate themselves to where they want to be in their lives, so I'm definitely going to go deeper in on those, but I'm just going to try and pull in a little bit more information before I'm able to go deeper. So yeah, that concludes today's video. I do thank everybody for watching, and I hope I did shed some light, I hope I did bring up your vibe, get out into nature, ground yourself, balance out, because balance is literally health. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Subscribe to the channel if you do enjoy the content. Okay, like this video if you did enjoy the explanation on quantum entanglement. Okay, and also comment down if you want to add anything on quantum entanglement to help me expand my understanding of it. Okay, it'll only help. But yeah, that's it. So, one love. Have a great day, everybody. Peace out.